lock-picking lawyer when you're a Brit with an HB pencil. This is the incredible story how a pencil nearly started World War III. Hey, and welcome back. I do lots of research into weird stuff. One of my interests is this place. It's an ex-RAF base called Harrington. In World War II, it was the operational headquarters of the Carpetbaggers, an amazing project to deliver these containers of weapons, food, money, medical supplies to occupied Europe. Many of these containers dropped here in my area of southwest France to support the resistance fighters. But I wanted to know what RAF Harrington did after World War II. Wow! It became part of this project.
Thor pad to all stations. Mark.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you've just seen, Thor, the hammer of the gods, a US IRBM, intermediate range ballistic missile. The idea is that you could surround the Soviet Union from Britain, Turkey, Japan with 300-mile range intermediate nuclear missiles, each one carrying a warhead bigger than Hiroshima with a yield of 1.5 kilotons. There were 20 of these Thor missiles fitted in eastern England.
Thor rolls quietly through the English countryside. 2 years and 9 months from inception, an IRBM missile is in the hands of one of our NATO partners. 2 years and 9 months. Streamlined development for the ballistic missile age is a fact. 1958. Over 17 years since the Battle of Britain. Then the people looked to the Spitfires and Hurricanes. Today, a new protector guards their shores.
But amazingly, Brits didn't call it the Thor system. They gave it the girl's name, Project Emily. You can just imagine the Prime Minister of the time going, I think we should launch Emily. Why Emily? Anyway, it was called Emily. And RAF Harrington was chosen to house some of Emily Thor missiles. Now, another thing from my childhood, who remembers pinball machines or anything complex from the 50s and 60s and 70s? Long before integrated circuit controllers, you used these process timers. A little motor with a shaft and cams that would lift up to make or break various circuits, ideal for flashing lights on a pinball machine or launching Emily's. It was a time of automation, early automation, and so it was decided that the Emily Thor missiles would just launch if you turned a single key. It would initiate a launch sequence. The housing would come back, the fuel tanks would be filled, the missile would be, aptly named, erected, and poof, World War III, all on the turn of this key. Now, I'm a real fan of the lock-picking lawyer, but a key like this really looks like it's best suited for your suitcase at Gatwick Airport, rather than starting World War III in an automatic initiated sequence. So let me paint you a picture of a typical RAF technician in a Thor missile site in the 1950s. So here we are with our hat on and our Thor missile console and our HP pencil and maybe a crossword. Maybe they're playing battleships with their mates. I don't know, Hangman maybe. Anyway, The pencil and the logbook were important, and in front of them was the console with the missile launch key, waiting for the phone to ring with somebody telling them to turn the key. It must have been a long and boring night. Let's just fill out the log, do my crossword, and tap on the Thor missile console. Oh no! In this classic picture, you can see what happened. Tapping started the process timer. Uh-oh, the missile gets up and... no, hopefully it was a way of stopping it. But Brits found that you didn't need the lock-picking lawyer. You just needed an HB pencil to cause World War III. The truth is out there.
Let us pray that the sound of this new thunder may never be heard in anger. Let us instead enjoy the delicious silence of peace in that dateline called the hopeful future.